Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on twitch.tv/Asuma, playing on Hermitcraft Vanilla, Macefied, whatever you call it. We've got bananas in chat from Katis9870, thank you. And also Alien Explorer, Bill Cooper Hicks, King Octopus, Chasmeister Tutorials, Nobby Nuts, Morgan Corn, Ollie 95XZ, I Remen. Thank you for all the bananas, peeps. Elias, Haddad 2001, Care Brafirchar, probably butchered that one, and Redstone USA. Thank you for all the bananas, peeps. Appreciate it. That means that we're live here on Twitch. I know that we can go. Apparently, I'm bouncing up and down. What? Why am I bouncing? Oh dear. I'm not pressing space. Oh, maybe it's a ghost key. It was a ghost key. There's me thinking I'm definitely not pressing spacebar. Although I don't recall pressing it to begin with, but there we go. Bam! XP everywhere. Let's sort out these settings then, because my render distance is all the way down. I like this on 20 normally. Sweet, and let's toggle the pistons, toggle the spawning, and we're good. And I got a noise in my ear straight away. It's a resubscribe from Heiklefer Werder for 17 months in a row. Thank you so much for the epic support. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. A half Monty Nunn says, welcome back, Frames. Yeah, welcome back indeed. They were in the land of no return, but we turned it around. Cool. So those ones will despawn when we leave. That's no problem. Just how many of these do I really want to collect? Looks like they're still filtering in. I wonder if you can reach the hopper behind it. Ooh, look at that, you can. Get some sneaky extra blaze rods this way. We've got a plan for today, by the way, peeps. Not going to be here all day. That'll do. I think that's all of them anyway. And Dawnlight says, you got some slime boots on, Asuma. Yeah, it's not modded. I didn't make that iron, did I? Does that... Oh, I think I know what that means. Oh. Oh, no, we probably shouldn't mess with that is what it means. I think I know what that is about. I like this room a lot. We never really expanded on this build, did we? I think the theme of blocks is really good, especially at redstone. Like, with the nether brick around it, the redstone block doesn't feel as luminous, which is pretty cool. Yan Yan says, don't know what's a ghost key. A ghost key is where you press a button on your keyboard, you let go, but the computer thinks you're still holding the key. That's a ghost key. That's what I call a ghost key. So these blaze rods are going to go somewhere also. Let's turn on our sound. So our sound is turned down. Yeah, we're going to be going about the server today, doing bits and bobs, little jobs. Working on the Octavoid mainly. Hump Troll says, what does the blue crown symbol mean? The blue crown symbol. If you mean in chat, that's for people that are cheered, I believe. Could be wrong. Siren is a cat says, what do you think of season 6 of Minecraft? When I heard that, I was like, what? Like, I really didn't expect them to be doing a season 6. I'll be quite candid. As much as I'm excited to hear about it, I can't help but feel it'll be over in a few weeks or months, you know. Those guys have been burned out on Minecraft for a long time, and although I want to watch, I can't help but feel... oh, there's loads of quartz! Man, I wondered where I'd stashed that away. Well, we'll put the blaze rods up there. Yeah, I can't help but feel it'll be a short-lived thing. Oh, the blue crown is Twitch Prime, says MJ Lacula. Thanks! By the way, today's pre-stream song was Snarky Puppy. The name of the song was Jeffy. Really cool little, like, what was it, jazz fusion sort of track. Really cool stuff. Yes, if you like the sound of that, go check it out. Right, let's have a look. Whiffy King says, what does SMP mean? It means server multiplayer. Right, on my list we have things to do. And which one are we going to do first? Yeah, let's go to the shopping district. Let's fly over there as well. 32105 says, this is the first live stream I've caught, but sadly I got to go to a soccer game here in the city of Melbourne, Australia. Well, welcome to the stream. Sorry you couldn't stay for long. Enjoy the football. And yeah, it's the other time of day over there, isn't it? Hog Neela says, I loved your video with Iskout. It's hilarious. By the way, I'm Norwegian. I like Norway. I like all countries, actually. Every time I say that, not trying to disclude anyone. Hello from the UK. Right, any more sales? No. Not surprising. So yeah, we're gonna wander around and check up on the shops and see if we've got any diamonds. I think, yeah, this is out of stock. Someone wanted to buy the redstone the other day. It looks like they have. Python has been making some sales there, which is all good. Morgan Corn says, Amazon brought Twitch last year and is offering premium subscription to Twitch to all its Amazon Prime members. Yes, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription. If you want to use that free subscription on me, I would be honoured. We've had loads of new subscribers because of it lately, and we are getting a lot closer to unlocking our next set of emotes, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. Aha, look at that. Look at that. Diamonds. Rolling in diamonds. Another 14 over here. That's good. Let's see if anyone's brought more purple blocks, even though they're free. And I'm just looking around. I don't really have too many businesses. It's just because of the log fellas. I'm sort of half involved in certain stuff. Tanu Rock says, why don't you visit Mumbo's... Oh, actually there's... That was... Why don't you visit Mumbo's Casino? Ralph Plays says, visit Mumble's Jumble Bookshop. I think I will. I saw something in there the other day that looked good. We got a new subscriber here. It is Just. Thank you for subscribing. I was going to press the number on my keypad. It's not modded. Oh well, thank you anyway. And also resubscribed 6 months in a row, half a year from Juicy Red Eye, saying, hi Asuma, giggles. Oh. Thank you for the resubscribe. We've got no business over here. I just built this farm, didn't I? I love how this turned out, by the way. I don't think it's like a highlight of the server, but it definitely was better than something I thought I could do, so I'm pleased with that. We got a resubscribe for 6 months in a row from Sephirama, another half a year. Thank you so much, my friend. And a new subscriber with Eagle Gaming. 101, thank you for subscribing, buddy. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I never checked this place, but there was some good stuff in here. What was it that was in here? Someone threw away a load of iron or something I saw in someone else's video. And you know what? I don't think there's anything of worth. Maybe some ender pearls. No, I've already got some on me. So, let's see. Finger on the pulse is just pointing out, Asuma, U of K, but it's not the United of Kingdom. Yes, it's a reference to Borat. The US of A is what he says, so I say the U of K. Not everything is serious. Sometimes things are a joke. Ah, the gold shop. Yes, this is another one on our route. We need to check up on. Booyah. Hello, more sales. Amazing. And that'll probably be it, won't it? Cool. Not the most activity we've seen, but still. Quarter stack of diamonds, not bad. Ollie says, X, could you tell me which albums from Orang you like the most without the latest 3, because I already got them. Well, my favourites, one of them is one of the last 3. My dreams... Our dreams are made of dragons, I believe is the name of it, or something like that. Oh, this has got a proper path now, that's good. Yeah, this building needs a roof. This guy needs to put a roof on it. Let's go in here and see if we've got any more diamonds. So my favourite records are by Orang, who we're listening to right now. We're listening to Anti-Future, which I'd definitely say is just outside my favourite 3. But Our Dreams Are Dragons, We Are the Past, and there's one other. Why can't I remember it? Because he's got so many albums. I'd say We Are the Past is definitely my favourite though. Check that one out if you haven't done so already. Right, I came over here to not check up on diamonds because they're all free. We need to put some more oak wood in. We need to do dark oak woods, which we're not doing in a stream. So oak, spruce, jungle could do with a bit of chacha. Yeah, spruce, achacha and oak seem to need it the most, don't they? I'm going to forget all of this by the time we get to the other side. Anyway, I have been growing trees. We need to grow some more, so I want to make some notes. Rufy says, on a realm, I have built a wood shop. It's called Logs Square. That's cool. I like the sound of that. Force Master 89 is here, resubscribing for 4 months in a row, saying, keep up the awesomeness. X loves your streams. Glad you like them, buddy. Hope you enjoy this one. Christian says, is the low FPS for anyone else? I doubt it. We are streaming at a steady 30 frames per second. That turned me around, but I think it's this way. I was looking at the other screen. I wasn't paying full attention. Zemor says it's not a cha-cha. I believe it is a cha-cha. Why Luke Weiss says I want to subscribe to you, but my Amazon Prime free subscription, but I don't know how. I don't know how either, so I'm you know, extremely useful right now, aren't I? I ain't got a clue. I don't have Amazon Prime. Let's go look at these. Oh yes, I told Force you could buy some saplings. We've still got bone meal in here. Right, so how's our supply of wood? Because, aha, look at that. Lots of spruce. That's terrific. Let's take over at least 9 of that. There's the oak. And the achacha was the other one. Not the birch. I think we were good on birch. Right, and now we need a minecart chest. And we're going to pop this down here. This is how we restock things. Derpsuma says, can you visit Mumbo's shop now? Yeah, we will visit Mumbo's shop. I need to do some shopping there. Just going to pick out some more of these. I did quite a variety of things, so we should be able to reasonably stock up a few things here. Got a lot of birch, a ton of birch actually. Let's get a bit more spruce in there, and you know what, I'll throw in a couple of birch as well. Right, we send that one on its way, and we'll carry the rest in our inventory. Let's do... I'll go on then. That'll do just fine. So hopefully that should make its way all the way around. Me and Ren had some trouble with that a while back. I don't know why, but it didn't want to make its way all the way along. We got a new subscriber here on the channel. It is the Bearded Maverick. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We've got a donation from Eagle Gaming 101. Says, hello, Asuma. Hello, Asuma. I read that like Rendog says it. I've been subscribed on your YouTube channel since 1,000 subs. Keep up the great content and streams. That's amazing, buddy. That is old school. That was a long, long time ago, 1,000 subs. Did I even talk at 1,000 subs? I don't think so. Marus Sakina says, hey X, are you going to make Diamond House? There's someone who could make a Diamond House. That's Impulse. Me, myself, don't have that many diamonds. But it sounds nice. Sounds like a nice idea, doesn't it? Yes, it made it here. Amazing. That's great because it's a complete pain when it doesn't. It's Millie Time says, good morning X. Did you get that mechanical user working in modded? I hope my tip helped. I did get it working. It is an absolutely amazing block. It's funny because when I first used it, I was making a mistake. And I thought it was doing what I wanted it to. Whereas actually I was making it harvest stuff. And then when I actually went to use it, it turned out it did do what I wanted it to do. So that doesn't really sound that interesting, doesn't it? I didn't really sell that one. Hi, in you go. Why is there 11 left over? I guess now that they're free, we don't need to sell them in stacks, so you can just take what you want. Obviously, by the way, we could go and stock this up proper, which I don't really want to do. I just wanted to do a little bit, you know? Do it a bit at a time. That's not going to go up all the way. Knights17MC says, hey X, almost went to bed, but refreshed YouTube and saw that you were streaming. Glad I could catch you, seeing as it's 12:30 AM on the West Coast US. I probably won't watch for too long. Well, thanks for tuning in, buddy. I hope you're enjoying it while you're still here. Panics ACV says, X learning to talk while doing YouTube. Yes, that's what happened back around 1,000 subscribers, I guess, or sometime after that. I don't know when it was, actually, how many subscribers I had. I think it was around the time we started doing the spider farm video. Right, we've got more jungle. And then oak. I think that's well stocked up for now, isn't it? We'll take the torches, thanks. For all our hard work, we get torches. And yeah, this bit here. We've got another noise in here. 2 noises in here. Let's get to those in a second. We're just going to dump these off. Looks like we've got a little bit of dark oak to put in the chest up top. Cuplex says, hey X, I tried to make your one-player sleeping module in 1.10.2, but it is broken. Command blocks 4 and 5 have an invalid entity UUID error. Can you make a fix for it? Have a nice day. Yes, there's already a fix been made. You need to look at the latest video. It sounds like you're using an old one, because I've remade that video, or you know, the contraption, like recently. Yes, so just look up the latest one. Okay, up top we go. I want to say big thank you to Silent to Joker for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing, buddy. Appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Also, Arbiliki, that's how we say it. Arbiliki132 says, can you read the resubs before you started playing? Also, love your streams and vids. I don't have that information. I have... Oh, jeez. I have the information who subscribed while I'm streaming. Oh, you're a meanie. And you're difficult to shoot at for some reason. Now you're dead. Well, that weren't too difficult, was it? Let's go over here. Rocky Avalon says, X, have you looked at Ilmango's new 340 MS transport system yet? I saw that they uploaded a like a vertical transport, 320 blocks a second, and I thought, well, the world limit is 256, so in a way it's like wherever you want to go, you'll get there within a second. That's what the elevator is, because you can't go 320 blocks up, but that's just me being funny, right? Punch 2 will help us with our Punch 2 bows. Oh, we might make some bows this stream. How about that? Efficiency 4, quite a few of those. Punch 2 again. That's not so bad. Silk Touch there, don't really need that actually. Believe it or not, Punch 2 is a really good thing to get on a book. A little bit rarer than you think. And we'll just go through all of these one by one. If you don't mind me looking at them. I saw that's the sort of thing, I picked up one and it had all the amazing enchantments on it when I came in here the other day. I wasn't recording or anything. I was just being nosy. And now I don't see it. Thorns 2, hello. Ah, they're 2 tool. Oh, that one's empty, okay. That one's 3 tool. Let's go to the other side. Arbiliki132 says, well, you were streaming, but the timer countdown to the stream. Oh, right, it happened during the countdown. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how to get that. I am the Daniel TV has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, buddy. Appreciate the support. And also, we got a resubscribe from GBV for 5 months in a row. JS0439 says, when will you renovate the expo shop? I don't think I will renovate it. I think I discussed that once, but I've since changed my mind. Power 4 and mending. That's pretty good for a diamond. Mending on its side. Oh, there's another Thorns. With blast protection, that's a good combination. Because you can put it on some blast protection armor. Thorns 1. I'm not sure I'm going to take all of these, by the way. I'll make up my mind after. Is that got Punch 2 on again, but with Power 4, you don't want those combined. Unbreaking, Infinity, Knockback. Sometimes you've got to say them out loud for them to make more sense, you know? Look at these Punch 2 bows. I've got to make sure it's the right one, Punch 2. Pretty sure it's Punch 2. It'd be so silly of me to just forget and get the wrong enchantment, do you know what I mean? There's mending. There's a couple of mendings up the top there. Zit90 says, wow, I really like that song, Orang the Drunken Maniac. Yeah, that's a cool one. That's one of my favourites, I think, on this record. We got another new subscriber. It is Risen Soul MC. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the support, buddy. You guys are amazing. Killing it lately. You're killing it. No, seriously, we are on our way to unlocking those next emotes, it seems. Yeah, loads of Silk Touch and Mending. The thing is, I've got Mending on everything. I don't really actually need any more Mending, as strange as that sounds. I mean, he's got loads of them. Loads of Mending books. Actually, when I say loads, they keep scrolling over ones with just Mending on again. It's crazy. Look, more! It's Mending by the boatload. And not really seeing anything else that I need. Fawns and Punch are the two. Let's get over these quickly now. You guys are probably bored of seeing this. It's kind of just hard. There, Fawns 2 again. It's kind of hard to read them quickly. And that will be it, I guess. There you go. We've looked at all of them. Oh, except that. Oh, no, that it's empty. Good, good, good. Right. Wogsizzle says, drink your tea. Thank you for the reminder, my friend. It's been 20 minutes. Jeez, I forgot my tea. It's not a tea, though. It's a honey and lemon. I actually put a little bit of water in it to cool it down, so it's not going to be too hot. Lots of you saying I missed a punch too, apparently. I'm the Daniel TV, says, hey X, I started watching you on Hermitcraft IV when you made a storage room for Topmass. It's been a wild, crazy journey, and here's to many more years of you streaming. I am glad I could finally sub. I've just got back from work. It started 4 AM. So I might not be able to stick around much longer since I'm really tired. Hey, go to bed if you need to, buddy. Thanks for watching me all these years. I remember doing that little storage room with Topmass. That was a lot of fun. That is a delicious honey and lemon. Unfortunately, I've let it go cold. There's nothing worse than that. It's like a true feeling of like failure and disappointment, you know? When you let your tea go cold. Oh, you just feel like a failure in life, you know what I mean? I'm joking. Where's this punch to? This was the last chest that we looked in, right? Or maybe it was this one. I'm not too fussed. We've got loads. If I don't see it again. Right, I'm not going to spend ages doing that. Everyone in chat is saying pay! Pay! But these are free, don't you know? Free books. Mumbo doesn't like diamonds. He threw them all away. Let's double check. Yep, Punch 2 is the enchantment. Asuma, do you play Clash Royale in which clan denotes? I do not play Clash Royale, or no. I also don't know which clan denotes. Right, so let's have a look at our books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the rest is fawns. And we've got a noise in me here. We'll get to that in 1 second. So 2 of those make fawns free, and you want the blast protection one. I'm gonna get rid of the fawns one. I don't think I actually want that. So that's 8 diamonds in total, right? TBG Nova says they are 1 diamond. Oh, are they? Okay, we'll pay for them then. There you go. 8 diamonds. We've brought 8 books. The panic can stop. Jeez, it's like the amount of people typing pay. Oh, pay with caps. Quickly, you gotta pay. It's like I feel like people are having an anxiety attack while they watch. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about it. So, actually, we're gonna do this. I'm assuming we have most of the other enchantments. It's just Infinity and Unbreaking. I don't want to look through all of those again. I don't recall seeing many Infinities, but maybe I should have kept my eye out for some Infinity as well. Silver Eagle says, Asuma, I've been really sad lately from kids at school, but then I found Hermitcraft and that led me to you. To many more years, good luck. Hey, kids at school can be mean. One day you'll be old and you won't care about... That's not really that encouraging, is it? Believe me, one day you'll care very little about what those people think, do and say. But yeah, people can be mean and it ain't right. The Stallion says, SEE people. See, I don't know why I read that out, because it was in caps. It felt like a, you know, like a what do they call it when they stick letters together? A word, no. Asuma was meaning to pay, he was trolling you. Oh, stop panicking and telling Asuma what to do. I wasn't trolling, I was just going to check that Punch 2 was the correct enchantment, and people started panicking. Yes, Stellian, I thought you said C, like, you know, like South Bank Entertainment Arena. That would be SEA. Yeah, like, what's that called? I've forgotten already. We got noises in me here, let's read these. Oh, I might have missed one. No, I haven't. Simon Tilly has resubscribed for 5 months in a row saying, hey X, my internet is a little slow at the moment, but I thought I'd say hi and share my 5 months anniversary. Hopefully that means you can watch. If you can't, I'm sorry to hear it, buddy. It will be on the second channel, I'm sure you know that. You ain't brand new. What are we looking for? I'm breaking an Infinity. And that one's got Punch 2. And Smite 4 and 5. Oh, we could make another Punch 2. But I could make more of these flybows. That's great. We're going to look at books again. And another Thorns too. We're going to group these together now because they're useful together. We got a resubscribe for 5 months in a row from Cosmic Spaced Ingos. I feel like I'm reading that wrong. Cosmic Spaced Ingos. Yeah, it is. Or Cosmic Space dingoes. I don't know. LeMayo, 5 months is a long time not to have a job. And still, but I got a job reminder. It's dingoes, not lingos. There you go. I got it wrong, my friend. I'm so sorry. I even like went through that just a second ago, didn't I? We're looking for Unbreaking and Infinity. I must continuously remind myself of that, otherwise this endeavour to look at books again would be pointless. It's not the most exciting thing that we've done, but hey. It's something. We can hear the melon farm going. And no more Infinity or... Ooh. Some of these bows... Hello! Power 2 bow. Unbreaking and Power 3. Unbreaking 3 bow. Hey, these stuff have got what I need. Why did I get it in my head that I could no longer make these things? Well, we're looking at the bows as well. II7sen says, top left punch 2. Oh, you're right. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. 7sen, thanks. We got a donation here, noise in the ear from Leah Lair saying, sleeping soon, but I wanted to answer a person's question about the hashtag 4 and 5 command blocks. Make sure there is at least 2 blocks of space above your bed. 4 and 5 show UUID areas because no one is sleeping while you're looking at it. Hope this helps. Well, there you go. Leah Lair knows what's going on, so hopefully if you're still watching, that helped you. Fix the bed thing. Leah, appreciate the donation as always. Don't stay up too late. I know you want to watch streaming, but can't stay up all night. Okay, these are all power and punch. We don't want that combination because power does damage. Was that Unbreak? That was with power. I've got a feeling I've done these ones before. It's the ones below. Yeah, look at these. All power 2. No, wait. Punch 2 is what... Wait, did those other ones have power 2? Oh, jeez, it had power 2 on it. Well, that's terrible. Braden Hogg says, yes, expo business. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not the most exciting thing running this business. I'll probably do more of this off camera, I think. Let's plop down a chest with the things that we need. That's no good, is it? Yeah, if it's got power on, it's basically useless. And we got a cheer here, noise in my ear. Someone's throwing some bits at me. Let's get through the rest of this chest. Yeah, power, power, power. That's all I see. Punch, power. Alright. And then there's more chests here. I'm going to put like a marker and come back to this later. So let's grab a sign. Mid-chest is the one that needs checking. Yep, mid-chest. That'll just tell me that's as far as you got. Who's... Jevin. Hi, Jev. Okay, so that's as far as we got. Now we need to put down a chest with the things that we've got prepared for this. I guess I need a couple of logs. Do you know what? When I go to craft chests on here now, I really wish that they would turn into the colour of the block that you make them out of, like jungle chest, like on the modded pack, because that's so much fun. Okay, in go all of these things. And the bows, and then we've got one bow that we didn't actually need because it was power 2. And our diamonds will go over there. Look at that, almost enough to craft a stack of diamond blocks. Amazing. So Rocky Avalon's here with a cheer saying Ilmango's transport system is horizontal and the concept video got me very hyped. Also, have you seen any shulker box elevator concepts? They dispense the shulker boxes in a way that pushes you upwards. Lots of concept with the new changes. I haven't seen that. That sounds really cool though. So if you standing where one gets dispensed, you go upwards. I mean, yeah, I could see how that would make for a pretty good elevator. Although, how do you retract them? You have to break them with a piston, then they're an item in the world, which means you've got to filter them all back into the dropper. That sounds like it would be initially good, but then it would have like a reload time. Also, Ilmango's translocator, whatever it is thing, it's vertical as well as horizontal. Delicious, delicious drink. What are we going to do next, peeps? We're not going to make the bows on stream because all of that stuff takes quite a bit of time. Spitzen Pills has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, buddy. Appreciate it. Sipcole4 has also subscribed. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Mahasib Place is loving the music. Yeah, everyone's been loving this music lately. Let's have a look at our list. We have restocked the Logfellas shop. We have visited our shops for diamonds. And now we need to go check up on the Guardian farm, which means I'm going to need some ice. Oh, this next bit might not be something I want to do on a stream now that I think about it. This might be a little bit crazier and not so straightforward. But we're going to need that. We will need stuff that's probably over there. Let's head over to the Guardian farm. So this place has been like a spoiler-free place for ages. And yeah, I haven't been showing it, I guess. Now we can show it, is what I'm saying. Celeste says, Mum says, good afternoon, X. Hello, Mum, again. Grandalf the Grey says, X, how will the server handle the new shulker boxes? How will it handle? Oh, jeez, every time that scares me. With loot tables, I think we decided that we're going to have every shulker just drop 2. So you get a little bit more, but maybe more than that. Like, I like the idea of 2 because a shulker has a top and a bottom shell. We get both. There's more people playing, but everyone, I mean, a server full of technical people, everyone really wants their hands on a lot of them, not just 1 or 2. Like, I want an ender chest full of them, and I want, you know, like enough to make a storage system with, so it's going to be a lot of shulker hunting. Super Mind Boy says, X, the music is so eerie, Punch Trees. Yes, that's kind of the point. It's eerie music. Right, do we have leaves over here? No, well, let's go check before we start running around looking for leaves. Let's go check on what we need to do. Hi, straight into the bedrock hole. You can't see where the glass ends. And we're going to throw an ender pearl up there. This might be tricky. Plus, there's going to be mobs up there. I think we should actually fly over here. That would be the safer way to get up top. We can also make it day then as well. Daniel Schmillet says, do you know when you're updating to 1.11? We do not. Currently, the snapshots, so much stuff is changing. Lots of bugs. Be much better to wait, I believe. Hang Snas says, talking about music, I found Crinkles on Spotify. Great. Awesome. Yeah, Crinkles is some good music right there. Why is this vanilla? Where is chocolate? Says Val244098. I don't know where the chocolate is, but this is the vanilla, that's for sure. Chocolate Minecraft. Galza says, I like eerie music. Well, listen to Orang. All of it's pretty eerie in general. Where's my bed? Isn't it around this way? I haven't built a bedroom in the base yet. Strike Shadow says, do your best Iskau impression. Do you think I'm brand new? That's what he says. Is it not? Where's my bed gone? There was a bed over there. Like, 1, 2, 3. The place to be. Now, wouldn't it be cool if when we crafted this, it had a birch wood bottom and a green cover over it? Nope, it just goes to that. Every time. Redstone USA says, Asuma, please break to bedrock to put the beacon lower. I was thinking of doing that, man. That's a great idea. We could try that this stream, perhaps. Sounds like a good idea, really, doesn't it? When will be the next server refresh, roughly, says Josh Groenwald. Probably sometime late next year. Like, we don't like to reset anytime soon, basically. Hi, we're going the wrong way. We need to go the other way. Silent to Joker says, noob Asuma. What? I ain't being a noob. I was just looking for my bed. Lumaraf says, vanilla chocolate. Minecraft needs more tea. Tea in Minecraft would be great. Just another fanboy says, how difficult would it be to make a set of commands that give all armor stands arms? Probably quite complex in terms of logistics, but maybe the execution of it, command blocks, not so many. I don't know. It's definitely sounds like an advanced thing to do. Oh no! It's happened. This is all 1 block too low. Oh, I've never had an easy break. I've had to rebuild some of these a couple of times. More than that. I never get an easy break with this stuff for some reason. So we need more achacha leaves, more dirt, and then I've got to raise it all up by 1. Which means... oh, I've got to be extremely careful because the ice will melt if I remove the water incorrectly. Yeah, I'm not going to do this on a stream because if I get it wrong, the consequences will be very bad. All of this needs to be 1 block higher, and we don't want our farm melting before our eyes, do we? Jeez, man. I like double, triple check all these numbers, yeah? And somehow, some way, for some reason, I mean, probably means the bottom is off by 1 block as well, or something silly. Ah. Oh, well. Delicious. Physical Whalmere says, my experience with bullying as a 16-year-old, I was bullied because I'm different. But what you should never do is feeding the haters. Ignore them. As cliche as it sounds, they won't enjoy bullying you if you don't respond. And I always talk about it. And always talk about it to your teacher, parent, maybe a close friend, sibling, because they can't help you if you don't tell them. I'm doing fine. The bullying stops eventually when you grow older. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Great advice. I like everything you said, with the exception of telling teachers. My experience with bullying and telling teachers is that's an extremely bad idea. But I don't really want to talk about that too much. Just, I wouldn't agree with that bit right there, basically. But the rest of it, all good. Anyway, let's go chuck a ender pearl. Oh, that went nowhere near, did it? That went nowhere near at all. Let's go up here, and that's also not too good. Hi. Crafting bench, you're going to save me here. Right, so we're not going to do that on stream. What are we going to do on stream? I like the sound of removing some bedrock. Let's go over there and work on the glass for a bit and set that up. There we go. Knight17MC says, I was watching the modded live stream the other day, and when you and Iskal were having your little fights with each other, it was really funny and entertaining. Nerd. The modded live stream? I didn't stream... Oh, I know what you're on about. I wouldn't call it fighting. I was just trying to get hold of him. Joel Kip says, Twitch is really acting up for me. Cannot continue the stream. See you on the second channel. See you on the second channel, buddy. Sorry it's not working today. Let's have a look. We need some glass up top. T.O. says, what kind of tea is that? I'm not actually drinking tea. I'm drinking honey and lemon. Right, so this is what I wanted to do. I had a suggestion from Nembom that I really liked, which was to hide some lighting down in the glass. Or not in the glass, but down below. So, if we look for a bit of bedrock that could hide a torch. That looks like it would be visible. Let's go over to the other side. Jolie Creates says, as a parent, I have to say, please do tell someone. Doesn't have to be a teacher, but at least talk to your mum or dad, please. Yeah, I mean, talk to someone who you can, you know, talk about it in order to get it off your chest. Absolutely. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying it's not a good idea to talk to teachers about that stuff because, you know, they're coached to deal with bullying in a particular way, which more often than not will make it worse because it will involve sitting you down with the bully, and that'll just motivate them more, if that makes sense. I would highly avoid using the school system to deal with it. Tio says, yes, I was finally noticed by Craig. Who's Craig? I'm not Craigasm. What's going on? Do you know, I had this suggestion from Nembom to hide torches, but now that I look at it, it doesn't really feel like I'm seeing a little space where you could put a light. I think we'll pass on that. I think we'll just focus on adding some glass. So it's daytime, which, believe it or not, means this area is a little bit more lit up. And what we'll do is we'll like make a strip. Like we'll start here, and then we'll go along with these 3 blocks. Telling teachers and basically anyone in school basically never worked for me because the bully's parent worked closely with the school staff. So corrupt, says Griff Cole. Yes, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that can happen as well. I wouldn't say that would be the reason, but that's something that can happen. Yeah, the other problem is that some bullies who are kids, their parents were bullies too, and that's just like the social pecking order or something like that to them, if you know what I mean, and they don't particularly care. I really want to check like every single little gap, you know, There we go, there's another one. Number 2. Make sure we get this perfect after all this time and effort that we put into it. So I'm going to be quite meticulous with this in here, if you don't mind. Wogsy says we need a block that's a light source. We need a block that's a light source. No, what I was trying to do is find a gap in the bedrock where you could put a light source and you wouldn't be able to see it from above. But it sort of feels like in order to spot those bits, you can see it from above. So I don't feel like hiding light sources. Like probably down there would be a good candidate to throw in a torch. And it just means that when you look out over this place, there's like little bits of light creeping out, which I think is a really cool idea. Hello, horsey. Yeah, the undead horses, got no use for them really. They've just been hanging out here, and actually they've been dying like one by one. I think that guy is like the sole survivor. Like there's only one horse left. And now he's in my way. You're in my way, buddy. Okay, we look good to just expand over here as well, don't we? Okay, excellent. Right, horsey. Up onto the glass, onto the beacon. Magma block with torch under it, says Devi Nina. I don't really want to put a texture in there like a magma block. Like that's you're not hiding a light source. You're now adding a visible light source with the texture. I could do that. It feels like a lot of work. If we haven't really found any spaces, you know, in this little spot round here, it kind of I think it's a sign that it's a good idea, but it might not be that easy to implement, so to speak. Soul69 says, what would the horse's name be? It currently doesn't have a name, actually. Let's go 3 blocks out. Ooh. I don't want to fall down. 3 blocks out here as well. So 1, 2, 3. I believe I have more glass back at my base if we're running out at all. That's all good. All good in the hood, homie. When is the next Hermit pack coming out, says Pergo03. Good question. Probably Wednesday, I believe, will be the next one. Going to do 2 episodes a week as well as 2 episodes of Vanilla a week. That's the plan. There you go. Now that would be a good spot to hide a torch. I bet you wouldn't be able to see that very often. Nothing down here. And this is basically what I did when I was placing that glass in this video, is just going around staring at the bedrock. It looks like it's all good to me. Redstone lamp, says Pushy Raptor MC. Again, it would be not as discreet as a torch, right? Because it's bigger, and then you'd need to power it as well, which could be a problem. Pengus says, "What tea are you drinking?" I did not answer this a second ago. It's honey and lemon, not tea. Connor MC 2003 says, "X, what's your opinion on Minecraft console and PE?" I don't really play either of them. The controls on PE, we were talking about it in a meeting the other day, us hermits, that Biffy was saying his kids are really good at playing the Pocket Edition. And when I played it, I was like, man, these controls are just no good for playing this game. But he reckons that they can play it like it's a keyboard and mouse. And so it's probably one of those things where I'm old and I'm no good at like picking up the new skill, so to speak, right? Whereas apparently actually some people get along with those controls really well. There we go, there's one more block down there and another one here. Oh, quite a few actually. Look at that. Have we got torches? Let's see what we're doing at least. I should put a torch on my offhand. Yeah, let's do that because this has got Optifine. Great idea. Pat myself on the back for that one. That was a good idea, wasn't it? Now we can see a lot better. Very good. Right, what we're going to do is have a 3 wide strip going over to the other side and then try and fill in all of that space this stream between. Not really seeing a lot at all over here. Piano Chick says, my kids so fast on PE as well, I can't figure it out at all. I guess it's practice really, isn't it? If you keep practicing at it, you'll get better. Kids are really good at picking up new skills, so that's why they're so good at it really. Oh no, one too many. No, it's a magic mender. Wait. Yeah, no, it's not. That's right, that one's got fortune. And the one we want is Silk Touch. I just noticed 388 levels, says Quebez. Yep. All legit, all legit. Blaze Farm and the Gold Farm I've been using and getting all that XP from it. We went up to 666 levels earlier in the season. And then something horrible happened. Nice. We got a noise in my ear, a cheer from Rocky Avalon saying TNT to get rid of blocks. Also, Primrosia had the idea to put carpet on top of the light sources. Might work. Yeah, you could put. Let's leave the whole light source thing. I've made up my mind that I don't actually want to do that. I feel like it won't work out. Carpets on top, maybe, but then you might have something dark where there's like, you know, you spot somewhere bright and then you see that there's not bedrock, but actually if you use grey it might merge a little better. Good ideas, but we're going to leave that idea. I just wanted to like investigate it quickly was my thought, and I don't think it's going to work the way I'd want it to. So yeah, we'll knock that one on the head. Thank you for the bits, Rocky, appreciate it. Also, Bleed Green has subscribed. Bleed Green, eh? Is your blood green? Thanks for the subscription, appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the stream. All of this looks nice and clean as well, doesn't it? Aha, except for this bit. And that. Oh, I thought that was dirt. Let's stick our head down here. There's a bit more. And a bit more. Now there's some great spots for torches, like, because they're well and truly hidden, but they don't occur very often. Like, why don't we actually just do that quickly? Oh, they were in my offhand. I could have just clicked. So, oh, now I don't have a free hand. There. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to use water to get that back now. Oh, that was a good idea, wasn't it? So now if we take a step back, remove the torch, that's our own light source. So you'd have something like that, like there'd just be a little bit of light creeping out of the bedrock, which looks really cool, and you wouldn't be able to see the torches. I do have water on me actually. So there we go. Did that not get rid? Oh, I know what's happening. Now the torches are on the grounds, they still emit light because of Octavoid. So they need picking up. X, can you say Asuma backwards? Says I am the Daniel. A music X. I don't know. Was that correct? I'm not sure there's a correct way to say it. A username not found says X, you missed a granite block. Oh, that's not a good one to miss, is it? Where was that? Aha, there's some over here. Maybe that's the one that you saw. Right, and now let's check it as we walk back. You've got to see it from different angles to make sure you get a glimpse of everything. Right, let's keep it moving. We got a new subscriber here on the channel. It is Casbolt. Thank you for subscribing, Casbolt. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Implum Bloods Body Man says I'm 11 and I can't play PE at all. Give it a try. You'll probably pick it up. Pick it up pretty quickly, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you won't. Just a theory. No Leafy Green says, yay vanilla. Yeah, we haven't streamed vanilla in a while. I wanted to do some vanilla bits and bobs. And that's, oh, hi. We're over here doing. Didn't mean to place a torch. Okay, no, we do have lots more glass. That's good. Have you tried end rods, says Win Siren. Again, I don't want to do the whole light source thing. There's many different light sources. I just demonstrated the idea a second ago. I don't really want to do it because I feel like I'd want to put it all over the place, and it doesn't appear to be. Oh, I didn't really check the end here very well, did I? There didn't appear to be too frequent that spaces like that would appear where you could actually get away with hiding a light source. Can you stream at YouTube, says Lol's Cat. I can't stream at YouTube. I have a partnership with Twitch, so I have to stream here. Okay, that looks like we're all good. Now we're going to focus on the area to the left. That always catches me out. I always think it goes out further than it actually does. Take those two out. Ethan says sea lanterns. Let's drop the whole light source talk. I'm not going to bother with it. Dorito Pig says, what about Hermitcraft 4.5? What would that be? We've never done a 0.5 server. I don't know how that would work. Maybe that's what the modded is. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to drop myself into this hole to see what's going on down here. There's another good spot for a light source, which I said we should stop talking about. Now I'm bringing it up. Jeez. What's with this guy, eh? This is probably not the most exciting thing to watch, is it? Poopa Dooper says, X, have you considered playing the original Doom soundtrack on stream? I really like the soundtrack and I think mothers do as well. I haven't considered that. Would that be possible? Because I'm not actually playing Doom. I don't think that would be a thing I could do. I have no idea about the copyright for that. Redstone, what a nice surprise. I'll take some of that. Could always do more redstone. Short Bacon says, hey X, I was watching the Il Mango video today and I believe you said that the bedrock pattern is the same no matter what the seed of the world. Is this true? It's true in the Nether. I believe it might be true in the overworld as well. But yes, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of truth and accuracy in that statement. Right, all of this over here looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks good to me. Let's do... Oh, speaking of which, we missed a bit. Quite a big bit. Right, we'll start... How many is that going to be? Yeah, we'll go out to there. And fill in everything on that side. Just joined. What's going on? Says Nude Dallas. We are working on our under part of the Octavoid. And just placing down glass on top of the bedrock, making sure the bedrock is clear of other blocks and filling all of this in. That is literally what we are doing. No Leafy Green says, I enjoy live streams on YouTube because I'm lazy and can't be bothered to switch websites. Okay, fair enough. Wogzul says, drink reminder. Thanks for the reminder, buddy. Let's have a sip. Joker says, hey X, White District is not having enough love. I have an idea. To build an incinerator. Could build something like that there. Couldn't ya? Iscal's going to build a big tower in the White District. And then that's going to connect it all together with the path, and I think the White District might just always be a little bit on the underwhelming side because it's not so much practical, it's more for like role-play and imagination stuff, which is not what a lot of us are known for, although we do like it, enjoy it. Who's online on the server, says Shadow. It's Mumbo, myself and Jevin. Teamy says, so X, are you not going to remove the bedrock anymore? No way. Nah, that was a really bad idea. That was too much work. I think it would have been cool. Apparently you can't remove the final bit of bedrock as well, which would have been gutted. I would have been gutted if I'd have got all the way to that and it was just like flat bedrock. That would have really sucked, so I'm kind of glad I changed my mind. Let's give this bit another check. I don't think we've looked over here too much. Or maybe that bit there was where we got the rest. Actually, it looks kind of good, doesn't it? It's good, peeps. It's good all the way. And then I fell in a hole. Is Mumbo AFK or actually playing, says Regeneration MC. He's probably AFK. Whenever I'm on and he's on, he's usually AFK. Unless it's the middle of the day. This time of day, I doubt he'd be actually on. Rocky Avalon says, it was a terrible idea. It really was, wasn't it? It would have looked great if I could have removed it all, but it would have never been finished. That's the problem. Like, I would have still been like working on it now and probably hating it because something that big and grindy is just going to not be very fun very quickly. And then you're left with like a big hole and you've got to finish the rest of it. So this project has been mental as is, but yeah, definitely almost made a big mistake there. There's me thinking I filled it all in. No, we managed to find the one hole and walk straight into it. There we go. Excellent. Now that's surely all filled in. Looks good. Estellian says, assume I have to go. Good luck with the stream. Please don't forget, Make It Rain to comment about modding Jevin, please. He's also no longer a mod in your chat. Have a wonderful day. I will mod Jevin in chat. However, right now I can't, because I'm using the chat program. I can't actually chat. I can only look at it and pause it. Ashlop says, Assumer and the Hermit should actually try out Crazy Craft 3.0, even though many of the Hermit's computers cannot handle it, because it would be awesome to try out. I'm not sure if you'll like it though, because it includes a lot of mob fights and looting dungeons. It's not that vanilla. I don't know what Crazy Craft 3 is. It sounds like it might be a mod pack. And we just launched our own mod pack, so now would not be the time to start another one. That's for sure. So I doubt you'll see myself playing it. Probably. I doubt any of the other Hermits will. I don't know. I don't really know what Crazy Craft is. 3 left. Jeez, we've got to go restock then. Pisak says prank Mumbo. We don't do streams pranks on a stream, because when I do, everyone goes and tweets whoever we've pranked. It never works out. Redstone USA says Assumer could say he would do a prank so that we all spam someone, but then Assumer doesn't really do the prank. The prank is that I say we're going to do a prank and then I don't do it, and it's a prank on you. Aha, so we did do a prank. It's a paradox. Paradox in Minecraft, peeps. Sarah and the Cat says it's a stupid mod pack of herder OP stupidity. Oh, okay. Jojo Gas says, do shulkers respawn, or how are you going to let all the hermits get shulker boxes? They'll just drop more shulker shells. That's how we're going to do it. What are we looking for? There is a chest. There it is. That's actually the last of my stash right there. Teko says, or Tio even says, Asuma, if you could have a superpower, then what would it be? A Minecraft superpower or a real superpower? I would have the superpower of being able to do whatever I wanted. Like, to make anything you can think of come to reality. Don't all superpowers come with a consequence? Frank on laptop in 120p. Is that the resolution? Says, what software do you use to stream, Asuma? I use OBS, which is free and amazing as well. It's also amazing. Right, we just did a 2 wide bit here. Wasn't I? Ah, yes, I was placing blocks over at that side as well. There we go, don't want to miss any gaps. Asuma, cover up when Mumbo's AFK so a lone zombie won't kill him, says Win Soren. He probably is just standing out in the open. I'll even be though today. We're focusing on this down here. And that one down there needs a bit of destroying. Looking all good. Crazy Banana says, hi stream, your friendly neighbourhood banana. Friendly, he says. I think he's crazy actually. I think he's a crazy banana. Let's pop up here. Hey X, what does SMP stand for? It stands for server multiplayer. There was a time where those terms were used quite a lot actually, old school Minecraft. I think even Mojang called it SMP, but not so much since they because single player and multiplayer used to actually be different games. They used to like have a different what would you call it, like a jar or an engine, and eventually they ended up making it so when you play single player you're actually running like an internal server. That's why it's so easy to open a world to LAN, because you're actually sort of playing on the server. So they kind of ditched single player technically. Interesting stuff. We got a donation here, noise in the ear, from Casbolt saying 10 GPE if you go prank Mumbo. Appreciate the donation, buddy. Nice stream. Gotta go though, says Casbolt. Well, thanks for tuning in. I don't know what the GPE is, but we won't be pranking Mumbo. No pranks on stream is the rules, since whenever I do it, people go and tweet whoever I'm pranking and spoil it, so we don't bother anymore. We don't bother. There we go. Right, on to the next bit. Tea break. Also, how's the weather, says Lyramb. The weather's alright. It's looking good outside. It's okay. Pushy Raptor MC, thank you for the nice message. Appreciate it. And Crazy Banana says, I feel hurt. I'm actually not crazy. So what is X doing this stream? We're working on this right here, just filling in. We're going to do like all the way over to there and then call it a day. It won't take long. Just filling in the glass above the bedrock, making sure the bedrock is free of blocks like that one and that one there, so that it looks super bedrocky with no little mistakes that we want to clean up later. It's hard to see the glass, says JC Knowledge. Yeah, it is. That's part of the charm though, right? When it's all done, then you'll just be walking above the bedrock and it'll be super cool. Be super cool and super fun. Got pretty much most of it when I did this before, didn't I? Is the bedrock going now, says Dragons Advocate. It's not going. It's staying. Some of it will go. We can mess around with that. I did say we'd do that a while ago. Let's actually make this our last batch of glass across here. So then we can go and work on the next thing, which will be with the beacon. It's going to be interesting, that one. Why isn't all people from the Hermitcraft vanilla server in the Hermit? I think that that message was left short, let's say, or got cut off or something. I think you mean Hermit Pack. Because not everyone wanted to play. Not everyone really likes modded Minecraft or wants to do those sort of things. Pour water over the glass to check for holes. That's a really clever idea. I like that. Yeah, we'll do that ourselves if we get a moment. That's a cool idea because it will flow to the lowest point. So if it just starts spreading out, it probably means that there's no holes. There we go. X, are you going to finish all the levels on the poly bridge to blue to get to the bonus world, says Rourke18. I'm probably not. I tried, I wanted to. I played just casually for a bit and did a few levels, and then I realised that even some of the easier ones still take a lot of time to get blue, and then the harder ones are just going to be insane. Plus I didn't save. Aha. I forgot to do the water thing. I should have done that straight away. I don't save my levels when I'm done. I just sort of move on to the next one, and then that means when I want to go back and do them again, I don't have the same world that I did before. So I can't tweak. I have to build from scratch, and that means tons of trial and error again, and hours go by, and I didn't think it was worth it. You know, so I just left it out. So yeah, we won't see the Polybridge secret levels unless there's a cheaty way to unlock them. That would actually be fun. But those levels are supposed to be insanely difficult as well. Okay, so I believe... Look at that! What a fantastic idea. So that'll flow to the lowest point. That means if there is a hole, it'll find it. It looks like we're good. Very good. Now we can easily roam about back and forth. Right, let's drop off our glass up the top. Assuming you can middle click in survival. Why you know middle click? Because I'm a brain fart. I always forget this stuff, you know. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Should we do this one first? Nah, there's sort of actually there's stuff in the way here is the problem. We'll do the gold one first. We'll give it a try. We need some pistons and signs and dragon eggs. And I believe all of those things will be hidden in a chest out the back. Yes, they're not here. Let's go check it out. You missed stained glass, says Lucky Chips. Maybe the water bucket didn't seem to think I had. Hello. Oh yeah, it's sort of above here, isn't it? There should be a little... I thought there was a staircase somewhere here. And then it will be somewhere to the left. I don't want to accidentally break anything here. This is not going to work. Okay, so it's going to be here. So 1, 2, 3 blocks across. 1, 2, 3. So it's somewhere like here. Either above or below. Huh. I feel like we should have seen something. Wait, maybe it is below. Ah, it's below. Got it. Okay, here we are. There's the dragon eggs, there's the pistons. And then we need to craft up some signs. And we need some redstone and all of that. Right, so our signal goes as far as this. Aha. That means we've got to break a couple of things. And break the glass as well, actually. But I don't have silk touch. Let's just go like that. I don't really fancy breaking the glass. And I don't feel like having something drop on my head right now. Okay, there's our 3 blocks for the front. Braden Hogg says, farty brains today. What? Joseph says, I hate when people copy your message from chat. Wouldn't that mean you had a better chance of it being read out? I believe. Okay, we'll go like this. So I think we need F3 and G on. We need to see our chunk boundaries. Right, and then our redstone line goes up to the edge. So redstone just needs to go like that, pretty much. And we need a repeater at the edge of the chunk. And apparently that's in my way. How do I change the colour of my name, says Rule18. I cannot remember, but it's a thing that you can do. It seems mildly weird that there being only one dragon egg in survival, that dragon eggs are stackable, says Shadowmancer NZ. Yeah, what a thought. That's brilliant. Well spotted. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's only one of them, but for some reason they're stackable. They want us to duplicate them, that's why. That's the real reason. Also, should I be putting torches on these? Probably. Ah. Oh, I've fallen down. How unfortunate. I should really be placing these from up above. Let's go grab some more cobble so we can make it all the way across the room. I hate when people copy a message from chat. So Zappa cool, amazing, I love it. Oh, MC Termaster first says, how do you guys get all the eggs? We duplicated them using voodoo magic, aka cheaty redstone bugs, duplication, exploitation, with the portals and the cobblestone walls. Don't forget about them. Yeah, all of that. That made sense. You know what to do to duplicate a dragon egg, don't you? Actually, if you do want to know, there's a tutorial on my channel. Yay for tutorial! Ah, I thought we could make that. Huh. Right, now we can. Cool. So we're just gonna go in a straight line, which means oh, don't do that. No. Actually, we can swap those around now. That means it's a little bit darker. Oh, I was enjoying that. Lucky Chip says, make a regular diamond pick so you don't wreck something important by accident. Oh, because the instant mine. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, I don't think. Ice King says, I hate when I replicate people's messages from chat. The joke continues. Namite says, X, try making the beacon beams black. That would look pretty cool. I never really thought about what colour to make them, actually. I think they're okay how they are, but yeah, they could be a different colour. I don't know about black. Might be a good one. Might not. Right, now the next thing is to put torches on, because we don't want stuff spawning on here. This was a good idea, actually. I think this is gonna work out pretty cool. Right, this can just go over the beacon for now. And actually we can go to a lower height as well here, so let's do that. More redstone. In fact, I need to pick up a lot more than that, don't I? Right, so we're getting noises in the air. We have a new subscriber in. Oshimani, thank you for subscribing. Also Skyrocker55, thanks for subscribing, buddy, appreciate it. And Stuberus is here for 5 months in a row saying, yay, 5 months, actually made it to a Saturday stream. Welcome to the early morning Saturday stream, buddy. Hope you're enjoying it. I fell in a hole. Wild Fox says, I think it would be cool if the beacon beam changed colour every Minecraft day, but that would take some serious redstone. Maybe. Sometimes things can be a little bit more compact than you think. If you could detect the day-night cycle with a small circuit, then you just need to Actually, no. Okay, the thing that would make it difficult is that you'd need a piston tape to move the blocks around. That bit would be the difficult bit. The rest of it would probably be quite easy. Right, there we go. More redstone, more power to me. But yeah, cool idea. Also, we would have to put all of that redstone on display, and we're going to have like guardian pillar things coming down here. I don't know, something like that. Right. I want to get onto that over here. There we go. Arian, I can't say your name properly, says, will I get noticed? It's possible. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. I put that in the wrong spot. Oh, is all of this going to be in one chunk? Is it going to be in multiple chunks? It looks like it might be in multiple chunks. Jenny Name says, I just joined, what's going on? We're going to destroy some bedrock. It looks like the bit of the edge is over by one. Let's actually go this way now. Ooh, that won't work. We need to go into the next one because of the length of the signal of the redstone. That's why they've actually been laid out like this. So they go through one chunk at a time. Okay, one there. One over here. And one round the corner. Ebanks says, "What is X doing? We're going to be we're going to be removing Bedrock." And Trey J Kaz says, "Everyone knows Kazakhstan because of Borat." I can sing the national anthem from that movie, but I'm not going to do it on stream. It creases me up. Oh, it's so funny. If anyone is from Kazakhstan, like, I hope you understand that, like, the humour really has nothing to do with Kazakhstan as such. It's about people's perceptions of places they don't really know a lot about, and how you can present them with a wacky character like Borat, and it's sort of accepted because he's from some place you really know nothing about, and you have some preconceived notion of what that place is. Like, that's the humour in Borat, and I think it's absolutely genius. That's one of the funniest movies ever, I've got to say. We need my Silk Touch pick now, I reckon. Silk Touch? Yes, Asuma's Keeper, excellent. MC Jones says, everyone's writing about mods and redstone, but X doesn't see a single one of those messages. I skip over the ones about mods and redstone. No, I actually haven't seen... Well, I'm not sure specifically what you mean by mods and redstone. Oh, we also shouldn't lose track of where we're actually trying to remove, which is here. I wouldn't mind getting some of this back. I also don't really want to fall into a hole. We should get more of this beacon removed. No, that's not going. Not that bit. Right, if that none of that made sense, what I'm saying is it would be best to get rid of all of the beacon blocks first, but we also don't want to lose track. Oh yeah, there's that. Lose track of where we're working. Right, now I've got to fall in a hole for the next bit. By the looks of it, yep, all the way down here. Cool. Very true, that movie is beyond hilarious, says Javin Player. Yes, beyond hilarious, I like it. That humour in Borat is the same as Bruno making fun of a stereotype, says Ackle the Bear. It makes fun of people who take stereotypes seriously, is more how I look at it. But yeah, Bruno's a bit more too extreme and less subtle in a way, which is kind of fair, I think, because this is usually the problems with sequels and following up on something, is that the first time it's, you know, it breaks the mold, and the second time you're sort of repeating your footsteps. So with Bruno, it has to be a little bit more, or the choice was to be more extreme than Borat, because otherwise you're doing Borat again. Baron says, break all the bedrock. Feels good, man. Unknown says, removing bedrock. What? Yep, that's what we're doing. You can build a beacon higher up. The effects still reach down to bedrock level. Ah, but we're trying to hide the beacon. We're trying to put it low so it's not as visible. Yeah, so I'm very aware that it will stretch down The effect will stretch down at the same distance that it spreads outwards based on its size. And what it will do though is it will stretch upwards all the way to the top of the world. Anyway, we want to place this down as low as possible. That is the plan. Coolio. How's my inventory? Full of space, full of space. Where is the edge? The edge. Is this it? Oh, yes, that is it. Excellent. Right, we found it. Borat was a sequel as well, says Shadowmancer. It wasn't a sequel, but the character had been used before, or was it a sequel? No, it wasn't a sequel. It was just the character had been in other things, or was, I forget actually. You see, what's his name again? Sacha Cohen or something. He had the Ali G show, and there are other things in that show, like other sketches with other characters, I think is how it goes. I can't actually remember if Borat had its own thing or not before. Maybe it was like a little mini-series or something. Hey X, any tips for making music with FL Studio? Look up tutorials on how to do stuff. Don't try and jump into making a song immediately. Like, learn how to do different things and build up a skill set, build up an arsenal of ideas. I know how to make this instrument, I know how to add reverb, learn how to do all these things, and just keep building up your skills, and then eventually you'll get to a point where you can start to compose. I'm about to buy Fruity Loop Studio again. I've been umming and ahhing about which one to get, because I want to have the one with all the stuff, but it's ridiculously expensive. And I'm about to start producing music again. The itch has been unbearable lately. I've been encountering a few videos of people like showing beats that they've made or doing stuff in FL Studio, and I'm like, oh no, I need to get back into this. I really do. Okay, let's put all of these in position. Oh look, I've done this wrong. Oh no, it is over here by one block. Okay, that might cause us some problems, but we'll see what happens. I think the fact that I've run the redstone into this chunk means that I have to get in the right position over there. So if I do it wrong, like we don't get like this thing activates but that doesn't, and that causes some sort of problem. We get the intended result, because when we get it correct, then it will all work. Okay, now we've got to place signs. Someone gave me a tip for placing this really fast. Now I know you can press escape, but it was something else and I can't remember it. Also, I've made a mistake. I was going to extend these and have it retract. We can actually just do... No, we do need to have it retract. We do need to have it retract. So I need to change the redstone just at the end there. Right, I think we picked up all of them. Scratch that itch, says Debbie Ninja. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to scratch the itch. Okay. I love this song. So creepy. So here's where we'll invert the signal. And then we'll run redstone down here. You know, I've been paying attention to what some of the devs have been saying about redstone and the changes that they're making lately. And more than ever, I'm starting to understand why quasi-connectivity should be removed from the game. And you've got to think about how new people play this game, really. Yes, it leads to lots of amazing, convenient things that you can do with redstone, but it sort of puts up a bit of a barrier for new people, because you can so easily encounter quasi-connectivity and it can be a real pain. Oh, I see a message in chat. Solinarium says, what do you think about Kim Kardashian? Do you know what? I couldn't care less about celebrities. I really can't. The only thing I find interesting about celebrities is the whole celebrity culture and the, let's say, the mindset, or the what do you call it? The sort of social aspects behind it, and I can't think of the right word. But it's where you like look at people's behaviour and how people like talk and treat one another. I find that stuff interesting, how people treat and view celebrities. But otherwise, I couldn't care less. I couldn't give a hoot. Right, let's take Yeah, 6. I don't know how much is going to be enough. I should have really thought about this. How wide was that thing? 9 blocks? I think we had 11 pistons. 9 is what it usually is. Let's craft... Oh, I've got to do math now. I don't like doing math. I don't like doing math on stream. Because it makes me look bad at it. Probably because I am bad at it. Now, I'm alright at math. I'm the sort of person where it's like you ask me a... like you give me a quick, simple question or whatever, and the right answer will pop into my head, but then I'll double like check it and and ah about it, and usually ends up the first number in my head was the correct one. So we need 9 by 9. 9 by 9 is 81. Nicholas Shoren says, but aren't you a mini celebrity X? If you perceive me as a mini celebrity or even a celebrity, then that's, you know, that's yours to do. I don't live like I am someone who falls into that category or change how I be who I am because of it, right? Like I'm not seeking that. I'm not interested in it. It's so we could just make 9 stacks of 9. That'll be the cheap and easy way of doing it. Also, I've got more redstone than I need on me now, so let's drop some off in our redstone chest. Make a little bit more room. We've got more cobble than we need. Drop some cobble off. And that'll give us our 9 stacks, which is just going to be a row across the top. So that's what we'll craft. A row across the very top. So that was 1 stack of wood. Or half a stack. So we probably just need a stack more, and then we'll be good. Let's grab some jungle. Right, I started talking about one thing, and then we got distracted with another thing. So let's come back to the celebrity thing later, if you've got any questions to ask about it. Let's jump back to quasi-connectivity. So if you are a new player trying to learn redstone, you are going to make something, and it's not going to work because you have powered it, you know, with the quasi-connectivity, and then you need to learn about, oh, but the game decides it's going to behave like this now, and it'll put a bit of a learning curve in the way. It'll put a bit of a, you know, a spanner in the works, because you're just trying to learn how to do this redstone thing, and now there's all these weird exceptions. Yes, I understand that if you point the powered wire into a piston, it'll extend, but why then, if there's powered piston above it, does it not extend but it's actually powered? Like, that can be really confusing for a new player, and I think it's going to alienate people from getting into redstone when they have those sorts of things to deal with, because it makes what might be a little bit complicated already a lot more complicated. And so the reason to remove quasi-connectivity is a good one, basically, is what I think. There we go, that's all we need. So yeah, the redstone community has been crying out to keep it, and I've been one of those voices as well for a long time. But my opinion's started to change lately, because I think that the unification of the different versions of Minecraft will generally be a good thing for all people that play it. More cross-platform play. You know, once they're all in sync, so to speak, hopefully development will be a lot easier and quicker, rather than having this rollout effect of people trying to catch up. And Mambert says, "Hi, I'm from Kazakhstan. Please say hello to Kazakhstan." And that Borat doesn't matter. I think that's a good thing, right? Like, you understand that it's really, like, not taking the mick out of Kazakhstan in the slightest. But yeah, awesome to know you're watching. Hello here from the U of K. You see, that's the Borat reference, right? Because he says US of A. We were talking about that earlier. Someone's like, it's not the United of Kingdom. I'm thinking, I know that. It's... Oh, we only needed 8 for each one of these. I've just realised. It's, Borat says the US of A. Oh, I thought that all just disappeared for a second. It didn't. All the grid lines. We're getting noises in my ear, and I'm missing them, by the way. So, Rifle Guard, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate the support. Wid Z, thanks for subscribing. I'm assuming you're probably Twitch Prime subscribers. If you're a Twitch Prime, sorry, Amazon Prime user / person, I don't know. What are you if you're an Amazon Prime customer? That's what you'd be. Yeah, you get a 30-day free subscription here on Twitch. If you want to use that on me, I'd be honoured. That's why we've got lots of new subscribers lately, getting closer to unlocking those next emotes. Yeah, so thanks peeps for subscribing, and we've got a donation here from Ollies95XZ saying, Cryptic, whilst playing Minecraft and building in bulk, you have no blocks in the hotbar to complete the job. But pressing E doesn't seem too slow, and you've lost the answer a while ago. So I give you a hint to solve this riddle. The answer lies in the middle. I sort of knew what you were saying, like, in the first sentence. Like, as soon as you said hotbar, I was like, middle click. Appreciate it, Ollies. Yes, we can middle click for more materials. Look, I'm old school, right? Sometimes you just get stuck in your old ways, you know. Let's say they add a button, they put it on your house, right? You press the button, you get transported to the shops instantly. But I'm old, I forget about the button, I just continue walking to the shops. It's like that. Although I think you'd probably remember the old instant transport to the shops. But to be fair, I like walking. I really like going for a walk. I try and walk every day if I can. Walking's good for you. So excuses to walk somewhere are great. You know, if you're going out, take a walk there. Get a cab back. I'm done to poo. What's going on now? Our wording, we didn't need to know that, but we are going to break some bedrock here. What was this? Someone pointed out a super fast way of... like that? Yeah, that's a little bit faster. I should use this faster method. I'm sure someone told me a really fast way to do this. So if I hold down shift and press escape, what if I press escape and hold it? Ah, look at that. Okay, so escape. Oh, I didn't hold it down. We're not in an optimal position to do this properly. Let's try it again. Okay, so we hold shift, we place one, we hold down escape, and now we're auto escaping each time we place. That's cool. That's extremely useful. How good was that? Let's try it again. Okay, so place, hold down escape. Well, that makes our life a lot easier, doesn't it? There we go. Cool. Right, so they're all in position. Now what we've got to do is put all the dragon eggs. Also, some of these might already have bedrock, like the bottom layer of bedrock below them, but we'll just do this anyway. So a 9x9 area. How many? Oh, I can't walk over there. How many dragon eggs is that going to be? That's what I'm thinking about now, because I only brought a stack with me, right? Because I'm a dum-dum. Assume as a dum-dum. Daft Pro says, just joined, what are we doing? We're breaking bedrock with dragon eggs. That's the plan. Braden Hogg says, X is performing voodoo magic with dragon eggs. Yes, you're learning the ways of the voodoo magic. That's what we're doing. Absolutely. 81, everyone's saying. 81 is what we need, because 9 times 9 is 81. Now, if you have 9 times 10, you've got 90. Take away 9, it's 81. That's how you do it. That's the magic of the numbers. I really like numbers and maths and stuff like that. It's cool. I've been watching a series on Netflix, The History of Measurement, is it called, or The Something of Measurement? And it's like a series about how we have over time learned to measure things. And it might be like, oh, boring. What? Who wants to learn about measuring? It's completely fascinating, because at some point someone had to conceive the idea of measurement, that we could, you know, count and figure out how much something weighs or the length of it is. And then people like us in the future, you know, sort of take these things for granted a little bit. Like, yeah, a kilo's a kilo, a meter's a meter, or whatever. But have you ever really thought about, okay, so what makes it a meter, or why is it a meter, and how do we maintain that it is a meter? For example, the master kilo is slowly losing weight, and it's losing weight on like the most subatomic, fractional, almost unimportant level ever, but it will lose weight. And it means, you know, like, if we say something weighs a kilo, how does everyone know it's the same weight? Because gravity is a factor, and there's many different factors that can influence what something weighs, or how you measure what it weighs. And so if we didn't create like a standard, then over time, as people trade and this is a kilo, that's a kilo, like that could change so easily. So they have to come up with a way of keeping it consistent, and the thing that keeps it consistent is very, very slowly losing weight. It's really fascinating. Okay. Right, so now what we've got to do, we're ready to do the magic. Bertie J 373 has resubscribed for 18 months in a row. That's a year and a half. Absolutely epic support. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. We are now going to go break the bedrock. What we need to do is count. Trader says luckily they're already talking about replacing the kilogram. That's what they talk about in the series that I'm watching. It's on Pixel Collie says I love these kind of documentaries. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it. Just search measurement and you should find it. Okay, so what we need to do is count these chunks. We got 1, then we have 2, then we've got 3. Oh, this is so difficult. 4, geez, oh, it's getting a bit hairy now, and 5. However, the 5th one, this one was loaded when we did the experiment before. Or was it? I think it was. So that means that we need to go away by 4 blocks. I didn't want to go down here. 4 blocks, 4 chunks. This will make sense in a moment. Okay, so we do not want to press that button because it powers the redstone. Yes, I made that mistake. Okay, so now we need to go to the end. Pray7lol says, lol, the way he pronounces Bertie J. Yeah, I probably butchered it, right? Completely butchered it, but whatever. Grasshopper says, creepy music, eh? Yeah, I like the creepy music. We have listened to this album a considerable amount of times now, though. I think next stream will change the music. Okay, so we're here. And we need to... Right, we'll power with a redstone torch. So we need to go... 1. Right, so we've moved forward by 1. 2. 3. And then we power the next one, okay? So we've got to stand in this chunk. We're stood here. Hopefully no one's like near... let's check. Jevin. Let's just find out before we place it. Papa Lanite says creepy music for Halloween. It's not Halloween. I'm near yellow. That's fine. Let's do it. It's not Halloween yet, and it's not for Halloween that we're doing this. That should be more than enough time. On we go. Oh, wait for me. Yellow Rubik says this album is amazing. No worries. It is really, really terrific. I wrote a review about it yesterday. If you go to my music blog, if you feel like reading a couple of paragraphs on this, short paragraphs on this record, then go to my music blog and you can check that out if that interests you. I'll repeat the general gist of what I said on my blog. I feel like this album is great aesthetically and musically. Like everything about it is brilliant and different and enjoyable. But at the same time, it creates like a vibe, an atmosphere, a place in your mind. It's got a real like sort of distinct feel that I kind of want more from. Like I feel like these songs could go so much further than they do. If any of you have listened to like theatrical music or prog rock, stuff like that, you might have an idea what I'm on about, where songs don't... Like these songs are like little tidbits within a moment, and like progressive rock songs, stuff like that, they can go all over the place. They can go through many different passageways and sort of evolve. Like it could be more of a movie or a show, whereas these are like little collections of melodies. Yeah, and that's just kind of what I think. I feel like I really am rambling on. That it could have been a little bit more than it is. Not to say that it's not great or anything. Just felt like it could have been something bigger. And that was sort of the gist of how I felt about this record. Why doesn't Monkey Farm play Hermitcraft anymore? I don't know. I barely see Monkey Farm anymore. I don't. Does he still do videos? I haven't seen him. I don't think I've seen him upload a video in a long time. Maybe he's given up on the YouTube game. Can we put a torch on top of that? Right, but it's bud powered, so no, it's not bud powered. That's hey, we'll put a torch below it. That's what we'll do. Hi, I want that dragon egg. Where did it go? There it is. Boom, we got it back. This is the other annoying thing about breaking Bedrock, is that to get all of this back, you have to use pistons. I don't know if there's any easier way than what we're doing right here. Oh, you don't play by the rules, do ya? Yeah, this is going to take... Oh, I clicked on it by mistake. It will now... Oh, I hope it doesn't teleport itself into the bedrock, like over there somewhere. Jeez, I think it just teleported itself down there. By the way, if you notice that some are missing, that's because they went all the way down to the very bottom, and that's fine. Another thing we could do is downwards facing pistons. Not sure. In the computer edition, control pick block can be used to copy an already placed sign and place it down again, with the same text as shown as the original. Oh, okay, but can you do that in survival? Like, you can't do that in survival, you can do that in creative mode. Yeah, control middle click will just give you... I mean, it could sort of work because you got a sign and it could come with the text already on it, but no, that's a creative mode thing. Someone's saying try a water bucket, that doesn't work. Torches don't power the block placed on it. Drop them on torches. I mean, they're all on top of a block, so we can't do that. Golden Mirror says, oh, punch all of the eggs so they move to an easier place to pistonify. Well, where's the easier place? Because it's all bedrock. You know what I mean? Oh, here's where it went. It's all bedrock up here. That's the problem. We've got a couple of new subscribers. It is Professor Awesome98. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the support. Also, the Brosteologist has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you're having a good time on the stream. Alien Wall says, what are you doing now? We're cleaning up the mess. And we broke the bedrock by dropping the dragon eggs onto it when they were in lazy chunks. That's the way that you do this. There's really no quick way about this, I feel. Like, you just sort of gotta go for it a little bit. I feel like downwards placing ones, like if I put a batch of downwards ones and group powered them, that might be a good way to make some progress here. We need some more blocks up top if we're going to do that. Oh jeez, this is a pain. Okay, so let's put a block there. Right, now we can place 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's going to go there and there. That means we need a third one. So if we can place them all facing down, in fact we just need those two really. Right, but now it's going to be hard to place them facing down. Put another one. Another one. Oh, am I out? Oh great, okay. I need something a little easier to power these. I'm not sure what would be the best things to use. Can you put torches on glass? Yes you can, the big nose ant. Break the dragon eggs with, and that's it. That's the end of the sentence. Apparently. Right, we want to go lower, then look upwards, and place them like that. Cool. Except that one doesn't need it, does it? Where'd that piston go? Right, I think redstone blocks is basically going to be the easiest way of doing this. Also, I can't sprint. Lots of people are saying TNT. Does that work? Should we test it first? If that works, I'd be quite thankful. I'm also wondering if we can just blow them up. Maybe that's better than, you know, because it's probably quicker to duplicate them than it is to mess around with pistons. There's a little bit of travelling involved. Give Asuma dragon egg. Give Asuma TNT. Asuma have fun now. We're probably going to find out they have like a blast resistance of infinity. Oh, I hope that wasn't important. That isn't important. Right, how many dropped? Because if we destroy some, 3. Okay, so it will break them, but I think that's not a bad idea. I actually am going to do the TNT way, I think. We'll finish using the pistons on those ones, but yeah, we'll use TNT. Because that's just going to be easier. We've got to be careful of the glass, though. And we got a noise in my ear, a cheer from Rocky Avalon saying, you don't need to push them directly with pistons, just blocks under the pistons will do X. Yeah, but yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. Oh, actually, I do know what you're saying. Yes, Rocky, you're right. Thank you for the cheer. You've pointed out a colossal error in my thinking. You see, I have thought about that, but I was picturing one block under the piston, right? So there we are, flying again. I was picturing one block under the piston, so you need to move it down lower. But yeah, if they're facing downwards here, all we got to do is put blocks below them, and they'll get moved into the dragon egg. That's a very good point. Let's do this now. And we're out. Also, where are the dragon eggs? I don't even know where they popped off to. Feel like I didn't pick up all of the redstone blocks either. There we go. Okay, and we'll do the rest with TNT, I reckon. Golden Mirror says, blow them to oblivion! I got to be super careful where I click as well, because I don't want to accidentally hit those things and send them under the glass. And I should have perhaps counted... There's some dragon eggs, excellent. So that wasn't so bad, but we've got to go and drop them again in a minute, is the other thing. 51 we have in total at the moment. Right, so let's go and get some TNT then. By the sounds of it, that's what we want to do, right? TNT is love, TNT is life, says Foo Panic. Yeah, and until you're standing on TNT, then you feel a little bit differently about it. Solanza says, how come this music sounds so familiar? Because I've been playing it in the last few streams, probably. Also, we have a resubscribe from AliWally49 for 3 months in a row saying, hey X, enjoying the stream. Also, loving modded. Have down Lowens and playing modded for the first time. I think that's downloaded and playing modded for the first time. Awesome. Hyper Sniper says, I thought the best way to prank Mumbo, everyone tweet him that X is pranking him, but then X doesn't really prank him, he'll be so confused. That's a really great way. I might have to manipulate that and make it happen in the future. Chantel says, Mumbo's TNT shop. I think we've got a decent supply of gunpowder here. Yes, we have. Let's just take... Oh, how do you craft it again? It's 5 to 4, isn't it? So let's do 2.5. Yeah, 5 gunpowder to 4 sand, which means we just need 2 stacks of sand. And that's all I have room in my inventory for. Perfect. I remember doing a time lapse where I crafted, I don't know, like double chests worth of TNT on the first Hermitcraft server. That was a lot of fun. Every time I craft TNT, it reminds me of it. Iatrion says, X, you miss diamonds. I never miss diamonds, man. I'm the Diamond King. I don't miss no diamonds. What's going on? TNT makes me happy, says Zalankan. Why is everyone so happy for destruction and blowing things up, eh? Does Mumbo do live streams, says Wreckmaster. He used to. I think he stopped, though. Haven't seen him stream in a long time. Flint and steel. Yes, we got it. Right, let's get to the very middle. I'm going to place this... I made a boo-boo. Where did it go? Probably somewhere really frustrating. Oh, jeez. No! No! I don't have blast protection. Oh. Oh, painful. Painful. That went wrong. Well, did we get any? 51. Did we actually get any back from that? 1. 4. We got 4. That's not bad. Okay, that seems to be all of it. So where was that other dragon egg? I gotta see where it went. It probably went deep into the bedrock, where it'll be a pain to remove it. Maybe it actually just jumped into the same space, because I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Jevin is now sleeping. He's taking a kip. Let's put one here next. This might actually blow up the glass, which would be a bad thing. Let's put on our hotbar the things that are actually useful to us right now. So where's my escape route? We're going to put this here. The escape route will be from on top of this one. Voila! Like that. Now, how much glass is that going to blow up? looks like none, doesn't it? Oh, a little bit over here. I don't mind a little bit of damage, but it can't be too much. So when we do it on the other side, it'll be a bit easier because we wouldn't have done all of that yet. This isn't particularly fast as well, because then I want to go in and find the items. There they are. One item. Okay. It is the glass that's in the way. There's a nice cluster right here that I want to get, so we'll put it there. We get that? Have to be a little bit lower. No! That's not where I want to be! Ah! Okay, a little bit of glass has been blown up, and that looked like it got one dragon egg. That's another thing I haven't been doing, counting how many dragon eggs we are actually... Why did it blow up so much on this side? We're not getting a lot of dragon eggs with these, are we? Can man not use anvil instead of dragon eggs? Says Light Dragon Lord. Let's... Oh, no. Well, you gave me an idea. No, you can't. You have to use a dragon egg to break the bedrock, not an anvil. Mr. Pickle Minecraft says, think about this, Asuma. You can't force people not to do something, but you can ask people to do something. You use this to your advantage when pranking on streams. I'm really not sure what you mean by that. Not sure at all. Where's the dragon egg? We've got to place it. Just lands on it, doesn't it? Let's try it a little bit higher. That's all I was expecting. It'd be cool if it like replaced it, but no. Replace the glass when you're finished, says Peter Pigaxe. Yeah, probably a better way to do it, but I also want to keep the glass in the correct shape. Right, let's use some pistons again. So, pistons and blocks, and redstone to power it. So let's do... Oh, there's one right there. Let's do a little row here. Also, that block can go. Oh, where's the glass? I can't... Oh, it's... Wait. That's like an illusion. What am I looking at? Ah, okay. Sorry, I completely confused myself there. Wreckmaster says, you're my favourite YouTuber, mate. Oh, I'm glad I am. Thanks for coming by and watching today's stream. Right, so it's this bit that's actually the first. Right, where's the glass? I can't see the glass. It is there, it is there. It's above that block. Aha, gotcha. Now it'll all be easier to place. Braden Hogg says, does this trick work with sand because that's affected by gravity, or does your voodoo magic only work with the egg of the dragon? Yep, only with the egg of the dragon. That's the kind of gist of it. Hi, that's not working. All the way across here. Okay, so then we just fill up. Oh, I got it wrong. Man, that's annoying. Can we shift click on it? Or I'll tell you what, I won't even try. I'm going to place it on the next one along. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Now all of those will be gone. And then we can remove all of the cobblestone. Excellent. Yeah, this is just going to be nothing but slow and tedious when we do this in the future. You should use night vision, says Panix ACV. I probably should. Right, let's see if we can spot where that other dragon egg went. Oh, it's going to be so irritating. Please don't be under the glass. I don't see it. I don't see it. It probably went back into the middle there then. Why not use slime blocks, Asuma, says eBank. J-Bank. I don't know. What would slime blocks do different? There it is. Look, there's 2 there. What would be different about them? That's what I don't understand. There we go. 1, 2, 3. What are you up to, X? Says Lucat. We are we're breaking bedrock with dragon eggs. It's a slow and tedious process. I mean, imagine doing this for the entire room. Like we've only dropped in a few bits here. This is nuts. I wonder if we put that there. Right, I'm going to hold right click. Yeah, and then I'm going to... Aha! Amazing! That was smart, wasn't it? You see that? That was clever. Are there any others like that? That's an easy way to do it. Okay, here we go. Going to hold down right click. Break it. Bam! Excellent. Well, the ones that don't have bed or on Bedrock, we can do a little bit quicker, I guess. Here's another one. Hold down right click. Oh. I was just thinking, aim more to the centre so it's actually below it. I think it just went there because we cleared that a second ago, didn't we? Well, there are many ways to do this, but all of them take a long time, don't they? And I think all of the dragon eggs have remained in that area, which is cool. Wilf says, "Hey X, how you doing today? Hope good." I'm good, thanks for asking. C-Team says, "Where are you?" We're underneath the Octavoid. Let's turn off this thing now, we don't need that for the moment. Yeah, the Octavoid. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it from me today, peeps. It's been a long stream, I've got other things to do. We made some progress over here. This is going to take a long time, believe me. Yeah, so I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed and resubscribed the stream, donated and cheered. Appreciate you all. And also, if you haven't done so already, hit the follow button. Get notified of when I go live here on Twitch. Thanks to all of you for hanging out in chat, and if you didn't hang out in chat, no worries. Not going to bother with a raid, because there's never anyone streaming at this time. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching, peeps. See you next time. Bye-bye.